Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Zina and you're welcome to my pregnancy series. In this video, I'm going to tell you guys how to differentiate between implantation bleeding and menstrual bleeding. Yeah, so I think I am in the right position to discuss this with you guys because I am pregnant and I have experienced the birth of them and plus my medical doctor, so that's a plus for me, right? Anyways, I'm pregnant, like I said, or like you heard, and in my pregnancy, I had implantation bleeding, aka spotting, yeah, on my ninth day post ovulation. And like I said in my videos, one of my videos, or rather two of my videos, I did not know that it was implantation bleeding. I just thought it was from me scratching and giving myself an injury and bleeding from the constant itching and scratching. Yeah, so yeah, implantation bleeding is definitely a bleeding that occurs when you're pregnant or when the zygote is attaching to the uterus. Technically, that's it. I don't know if that's just like a layman explanation. Implanting, it is attaching to your uterus, and because of that, you're gonna bleed. Let's just leave it at that, right? For implantation bleeding, it doesn't last long. It occurs for few minutes, and some people say that they spotted for few hours a day. Some people say 2 days, but I'm saying that implantation bleeding do not last for more than 24 hours. For this pregnancy, it only lasted for 24 hours. Like the first time I went to the bathroom to urinate, and when I cleaned up, I saw the blood. Yeah. And the second time I went to the bathroom to urinate, I cleaned up and I saw the blood. Like I spotted, cleaned up, saw the blood, and I did not need to use a sanitary pad, tampon, and whatever you. So that's one of the things you need to know, that for implantation bleeding, it doesn't last more than a day. For some people, more than 2 days. For my first pregnancy, I knew that that was implantation bleeding. I knew that very well because I was tracking my ovulation. I knew I ovulated because of the ovulation test strip. The test line was darker than the control line, so I knew that was ovulation, that was implantation bleeding, and that was spotting from implantation bleeding. And it lasted just 1 day. I didn't have to use a sanitary pad. For the menstrual bleeding, it can last up until 5, 7, 8 days, depending on the individual. So people menstrual flow lasts for 2 days, some 3 days. My, for me, mine lasts for 4 days, 3, 4, 5 days max. Yeah, and of course, you need to use a sanitary pad or tampons, the menstruation cup, and what have you. Yeah, another difference is the color. So another thing to know about these two terms is the color. For implantation bleeding, the color is light pink. Light pink, very, very light, very, very light, right? Light pink. Whereas for a menstrual flow, it is bright red, dark red. Initially it's going to be a dark red, and then bright red, and then dark red. Blood color is red up until you start spotting, having little amount of blood on whatever you're using to for your menstrual flow. Yeah, some people actually do sport before the main flow, right? Yeah, and for the implantation bleeding, you don't need to use tampons, you don't need to use anything. I have already said that, and that's all you need to know. Implantation bleeding can come with abdominal pain, so you can experience stomach pain for implantation bleeding that do not last for a long time, right? You're just gonna feel like something, like a twitching kind of pain. A twitching kind of pain. It could be more than that, but it doesn't last long. Whereas for a menstrual flow, you're gonna have pain. Some people do not have abdominal pain, stomach pain when they are saying their menstrual flow during their menstrual period, whereas some people do have pain ranging from mild to severe, very severe, which leads them to go to the hospital to get treatment and all of that. Yeah, so I think I have said all the points you need to know about implantation bleeding and menstrual bleeding, right? So the time frame, 1 day for the implantation. Menstrual, it lasts more than 1 day, right? The color, light pink. Anything more than light pink for implantation bleeding is not implantation bleeding. So you might be pregnant and you have spotting that can last for more than a day, but that's not menstrual flow. That means you are miscarrying, right? So the color, the duration, you don't need to use a sanitary pad, tampons, and what have you, and associated symptoms like abdominal pain. You're gonna have that for implantation bleeding. Doesn't last for long compared to the menstrual bleeding. Yeah, and of course you can have other symptoms like boob soreness, um, nausea, vomiting. It doesn't really depend on any of these terms. So you can have those symptoms and you're pregnant, and you can have those symptoms and you're not pregnant. Yeah, I hope this video was very useful to you guys watching it. And this brings me to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye.